The following is a paid commercial advertisement by the Siderwitz and Moore Foundation.
Has this ever happened to you? Well, now you can avoid this problem. By using the latest and greatest technological development, the internet, you can watch Channel 1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays in your own classroom like a champ. Here's how. Step 1, open the internet. Step 2, type in channel1.com. Step 3, click on Daily Shows. Step 4, press play. It's that simple. So simple, even this guy could do it. Let's review. Step 1, open the internet. Step 2, type in channel1.com. Step 3, click on Daily Shows. Step 4, press play. It's that simple. Now you can watch Channel 1 too.
This has been a paid commercial advertisement by the Siderwitz and Moore Foundation.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of West News on this Friday, September 5th, 2014. Hey, I'm bringing you the news from my room, Room 1C. That's where the news is coming from. Hey, to start things off this morning, let's check out what's been going on at West Middle. The first meeting of the West Middle Parent Council was held last Tuesday. If your parents want to be involved in helping to make West Middle a better place, this is their chance. Mrs. Huff and Mrs. Grant hosted a call-out meeting on Tuesday for anybody interested in joining the West Middle Spell Bowl team. If you weren't able to make it to the meeting but are interested in joining the team, stop by room 16 and see Mrs. Huff or Mrs. Grant to let them know. In sports, the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams hosted Bachelor last Tuesday. The 7th graders won in 2 games, 25-17 and 25-16. Maya Chandler, Paige Dorsett, and Jersey Tannehill had a great night serving. Maya Chandler, Paige Dorsett, and Marlena Kemp had several kills. According to Coach Britton, Christina McCowan, Emma Clossy, and Caitlin Cook came in off the bench and played very well. The 8th graders also won in 2 games, 25-16 and 25-20. Erin Cressy had a great night serving with 7 aces. Morgan Curtis, Addie Smith, Kate Sisson, and Haley Botkin had a great night hitting. Sydney Lyon and Gracie Johnson played great defense. Girls golf hit the green against Indian Creek at Foxcliff last Tuesday. Cross country went up against Decatur Central last Wednesday. Top finishers for the girls were Madison Myring and Nikki Carlisle in 13th. Julia Rito and Jessie Miller placed 21st. Katie Reeves and Abby Steerwalt finished 22nd. Abby Davis and Justina Dent came in 25th. And Gwen Foley and Ashley McHugh ended up 28th. Top finishers for the boys were Caleb Urban and Carson Heath in 2nd. Carter Lyon and Caden Routenkrantz were 13th. Colton Plummer and Jaden Dent finished 14th. Eli Robertson and Zach Hamilton came in 18th. And Cody England and Austin Vandegrift finished in 38th. 7th and 8th grade football battled Indian Creek last Thursday. The 7th graders beat the Braves 36-22. Jacob Burkett had 2 receiving touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown. Andy Myers had 2 passing touchdowns and returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns. Michael Betts allowed no passes, and Josh Howard had 5 tackles for a loss. In the 8th grade game, Travis Griffey threw 4 touchdown passes and was 7 for 8 for 207 yards. Xavier Tinnitus threw 1 touchdown pass and was 4 for 5 for 90 yards. Boyd Johnson had a great night receiving with 4 touchdown receptions. The hit of the game went to Alec Bales. He also caught 2 interceptions, picked up a fumble recovery, and ran for a 66-yard touchdown. Final score of that game was 43-6. 7th and 8th grade volleyball went to Franklin last Thursday. The undefeated 7th graders won in 2 games, 25-19 and 25-8. Maya Chandler, Paige Dorsett, and Jersey Tannehill had a great serving night. Paige Dorsett served 11 straight points in 2 games with 8 aces, and Sydney Wolf and Hannah Goodell played great defense. The 1 and 3 8th graders lost in 2 games, 25-23 and 25-21. Gracie Johnson, Morgan Curtis, and Kate Sisson had a great night serving. Gracie Johnson and Sydney Lyon played outstanding defense. The 1 and 3 8th graders lost in 2 games, 25-23 and 25-21. Gracie Johnson, Morgan Curtis, and Kate Sisson had a great night serving, and Gracie Johnson and Sydney Lyon played outstanding defense. This week, the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams hosted St. Charles and traveled to Plainfield. Girls golf went to Center Grove North and then hosted Perry Meridian at Foxcliff. Cross country went to Cloverdale to battle the Clovers and the Monrovia Bulldogs. 7th grade football hosted Franklin at Martinsville High School, and the 8th graders traveled to Franklin to battle the Grizzly Cubs. And the tennis team went to Indian Creek. More on those events next week. And now it's time for another West News Teacher Feature.
Up in the morning and out to school.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Huff, and I am the 6th grade title teacher.
And I'm Mrs. Grant, and I'm the 7th and 8th grade Title I teacher.
I went to Brown County High School. I graduated a long time ago. And then I went to IUPUI and got my education degree. I'm certified to teach K through 6.
And I went to Evansville Wright and graduated an even longer time ago. And then I went to University of Indianapolis and studied religion and English and some math on the side for fun. And then I went to Marian University for my teaching degree. So I have a Master of Arts in Teaching.
I started at Central Elementary School, teaching the Title I program there, and decided to move up to West because I like the older kids.
And I spent the last 6 years teaching high school in Indianapolis at Arsenal Tech High School. I taught English and math there and wanted to teach at West because I live here in Martinsville. And so my son just graduated from West last year and is at the high school. And now I can live and work in the same town. And that's pretty awesome.
Title I is a reading and math program to help students who are on the bubble of maybe passing tests or succeeding in class in those subjects.
It's really geared toward helping students who need the support. And so we look for those students based on their test scores and their achievement patterns, and then invite those students to be part of our program. Spellball is an exciting club that meets twice a week, and we have a regional competition in November where it's similar to a spelling bee. It's obviously focused on spelling and learning new words and increasing vocabulary, but it also, instead of standing up and spelling a word out loud in front of an audience, it's more like a spelling test. So students will get up on stage and take a spelling test of just 9 words, and after 8 rounds, we see who wins.
Up in the morning and out to school.
Thank you, Mrs. Huff and Mrs. Grant, for joining us. And now, what will the future bring for West Middle? Choir members, Circle the State auditions are today. If you are interested in auditioning, you need to talk to Mrs. Shover as soon as possible. Staff members, we have our next staff meeting on Monday, September 8th, right after school. The next student council meeting is Thursday, September 11th at 7:15 a.m. in Mrs. Allenson's room. And the next NJHS meeting is on Thursday, September 18th at 7:15 in my room. And remember, wear your shirts on meeting days. And finally, in sports, 7th and 8th grade volleyball will be at Indian Creek on September 8th. Also on the 8th, 7th grade B football hosts the Perry Meridian Falcons right here at West Middle. On September 9th, tennis travels to Clark Pleasant, and cross country hosts Columbus Central at Martinsville High School. 7th grade football travels to Plainfield on September 11th, and the 8th graders host the Quakers at Martinsville High School that same night. And also on the 11th, tennis hosts the Paul Hadley Pioneers at Martinsville High School. Now, what's going on in the world of entertainment? Well, I'm glad you asked. Forrest Gump, one of my favorite movies, starring Tom Hanks and Gary Sinise, hits theaters again today. It's being re-released in IMAX for its 20th anniversary. Also hitting the big screen today is The Identical, starring Blake Rain, Ray Liotta, and Ashley Judd, and it's a film loosely based on the life of Elvis Presley and his brother who died in childbirth. Coming up on TV, Sunday Night Football moves to its regular time on Sunday night. with Peyton Manning and the Broncos hosting Andrew Luck and your Indianapolis Colts. Monday Night Football opens up on the 8th when the Lions host the Giants, followed by the Chargers at the Cardinals. The final season of HBO's Boardwalk Empire starts back up on Sunday at 9. Also in its final season, Sons of Anarchy gets underway on September 9th at 10 on FX. Hell's Kitchen fires up again on September 10th at 8 on Fox. NBC's The Biggest Loser has its season premiere on September 11th at 8. And Thursday Night Football gets underway on CBS as the Baltimore Ravens host the Pittsburgh Steelers that same night. Coming up in music, the Grateful Dead will release Wake Up to Find Out, a live concert recorded on March 29, 1990 in Uniondale, New York. And Queen will release Live at the Rainbow 74 on Blu-ray. And that's what's happening in the world of entertainment. And now, please welcome your Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Deckard.
Good morning, West Middle School students and staff. It is Friday, September 5th, 2014. What a great day. Looking forward to a great weekend. Just a few reminders you saw on the television screen prior to me coming on. We have a lot of sporting events this month in September. I ask that each of you go out and at least attend one sporting event this month. Please come out and support your fellow students. A reminder that student passes are on sale here in the office for $40. With that $40, that allows you entry into any home athletic event here at West Middle School or over at Bell East Middle School. Just a reminder, the passes are not good for tournaments or junior mid-state conferences. Monday, September 8th, 2014, we have added a new game to our football schedule. There will be a 7th grade B football game only, Monday, September 8th, 2014, here at West Middle School. We're going to host the game right here on our own field starting at 5:30 p.m., so we encourage you to come out and support your team. Saturday, September 13th, 2014, the football team is sponsoring a Bell East Middle School, West Middle School dance. It'll be a mixer. It's the Safari. Be looking for flyers coming out soon. See Coach Helms, but that will be Saturday, September 13th, 2014, from 6 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. This month is September. The Character Counts month is responsibility. I'm asking for all of you to step up this month and be responsible. As you're walking down the hallway and you see trash, pick it up, throw it away. Don't just kick it down the hallway. If you see someone drop their books, give a hand, help out, be responsible. Students, I'm going to ask something different of you. Often you hear parents, teachers, coaches ask you to give 100%, 110%. I'm going to ask something different. I'm going to ask you to give 1 degree's difference. 1 degree, what can that make? Think about this. At 211 degrees, water is hot. But at 212 degrees, water boils. And with boiling water comes steam. And with steam, you can power a freight train. It's your life. You are responsible for your results. It's time to turn up the heat, be responsible, do something good. Have a great weekend. I'm Phil Deckard II, your Martinsville West Middle School Assistant Principal and Athletic Director.
Here's something to think about. If you throw a cat out of a car window, does it then become kitty litter? And now, here's a pig on a surfboard. And that's going to do it for this week's episode. Don't forget you can follow West Middle on Twitter at WestArtyPride, and you can check out previous episodes of West News and other videos on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/West Middle News. And as always, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or announcements for West News, stop by and see Mrs. Lips, Mr. Deckard, or me, and let one of us know. Hey, I'm Mr. Smith. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday and an even greater weekend.